Hello everyone, this is the solution of your practice test. Question 1, we have triangle ABC. It is known that point A, B, and C like that. And then point Q is on AB such that AQ to OB equals to 3 to 2. Okay, so if we draw it a little bit, you'll have a line segment like this. This is AB. And then we have Q in between of A and B. The ratio is 3 to 2. That means I can say that the factor of AQ over the factor of QB will be equals to 3 over 2. And then AQ is OQ minus OA over OB minus OQ equals to 3 over 2. And then you cross multiply, you'll have 2OQ minus 2OA equals to 3OB minus 3OQ. And then because we want to find the Q, we will move this to the left hand side. So you will have 5OQ equals to 3OB plus 2OA. And then when we move the 5, you will have OQ equals to 3OB plus 2OA divided by 5. Okay, so let's input the B. The B is 3, negative 8, and 5. I recommend you to use the column factors. And then negative 2, 2, and negative 5. And then we have to divide it by 5. Okay, let's calculate. The first one is 9 minus 4 equals to 5. Second one is negative 24 plus 4 is negative 20. And then the third is 15 minus 10 is 5. And then divided by 5. So final answer is 1, negative 4, and 1. That's it. This is OQ. But the question wants you to find CQ. So CQ equals to OQ minus OC. OQ is 1, negative 4, and 1. OC is negative 1, negative 3, 0. Negative 1, negative 3, and 0. Okay, so you'll have 2. This one is negative 1. This one is 1. 2, negative 1, 1. E. Next is question 2. For question 2, we have another point P in between of AB. So if we draw it, it will be like this. PB equals to 5. AP equals to 1. So I think P will be right here. PB equals to 5. AP equals to 1. Okay, so from here, we'll have the factor of PB divided by the factor of AP equals to 5 over 1. It means OB minus OP over OP minus OA equals to 5 over 1. And then you cross multiply, you have OB minus OP equals to 5 OP minus 5 OA. And then because we want to find the OP, I will move it like this, 6 OP, and I will move the 5 OA. 5 OA plus OB, and then I'll move the 6, so it will become divided by 6 like this. And then you have to input, you only have to input the A and the B. This is the A, this is the B, and then over 6 you'll have OP. Okay, so the A is 2, 3, negative 1. And then the B is 8, negative 3, 11. And then you only have to calculate. So the answer is 18. And then this one is 15 minus 3 is 12. This one is negative 5 plus 11 is 6 over 6. This one is OP. That means OP is 3, 2, 1. The question wants you to find the OP, so this is the final answer. 3i plus 2j plus k. A. Next is question 3. We have P and Q. R divides PQ such that PQ, and then we have R. RQ is 3. RQ is 3. PR is 5. So the factor will be PR over RQ equals to 5 over 3. And then OR minus OP. Okay, over. Wait, I have a better idea. Wait, for this one, maybe we should do it like this because it will be faster, since the question didn't want us to find the OR. So the OR is no need to find. Yeah, so I want to find PQ first. PQ equals to OQ minus OP equals to OQ is 1, negative 2, and 6, minus OP is 1, negative 2, and negative 2. So this one will be 0, and then this one also 0. Oh, all of them is 0. 0, 0, 8. Am I right? 1 minus 1, negative 2 minus negative 2. Okay, nice. And then the next one is we have to find PR. PR equals to, we will use the ratio, yeah. So PR is 5 out of 8 of PQ. So PR equals to 5 out of 8 times PQ, right? That means 5 over 8 times 0, 0, 8. That means you have 0, 0, 5 for the PR. And then next is we need RQ also. RQ equals to, the RQ is 3 parts out of 8 times PQ. So 3 out of 8 times 0, 0, 8. That means you have 0, 0, 3. And then the question wants you to multiply it. PR times RQ equals to multiply it, you only have to multiply this, equals to 0. And then you multiply this one also, and then you add them, plus 0. Multiply this one also, plus 15. So equals to 15. There you go. E. Next is question 4. The question says AB P is on line AB such that APPB. So this one is A, this one is B, this one is P, this one is 1, and this one is 4. Okay, so the factor will be AP over PB equals to 1 out of 4. Okay, in this question, I want to teach you how to use the shortcut or the smart way to find the point of P, or maybe the position factor of P. Yeah, so the point of P or the position factor of P will be 4 times A. So 4 OA. And then the next one is 1 times B plus 1 times OB. And then divided by, you divide them all by 4 plus 1. That's the shortcut. Yeah, so 4 times OA. OA is 2, negative 4 and 3, plus OB is 12, negative 9 and negative 17, divided by 5. Okay, let's calculate this. We have 20 for the first one. For the second one, we have negative 25. For the third, we have negative 5, and then divided by 5. So you have 4, negative 5, and negative 1. This is the OP. The question wants you to find the magnitude of OP. The magnitude of OP equals to square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. This is the formula. So the answer is 16 plus 25 is 41. 41 plus 1 is 42. Square root of 42, which is B. And then the next one is question 6. for question 6, the question already give the ratio of the factors. That means you don't have to draw this one. So you only have to use the equation, which is AP equals to -3 times PB. And then you will break this down. OP minus OA equals to -3 times OB minus OP. And then you only have to input. So we know the OP, OA is 1, -2, -8 equals to -3 times OB. OB is 3, -4, and 0. Wait, because -3 is at the outside, that means we have to use the big brackets like this. Okay, so next thing you have to do is you multiply the -3. You'll have -9, 12, and 0 for this one, and this one is plus 3OP, and then oh my bad, this one should be minus, and then I will move this to the other side, and I move this to the left hand side. So we'll have -1, -2, -8 minus -9, 12, 0 equals to 3 minus 1 is 2 OP, like that. And then you calculate this, you'll have 8 for this one, and then this one is 2 minus 12 is -10, this one is 8 minus 0 is 8, and then you divide it by 2 equals to OP. So OP is 4, -5, and 4. There you go. This is OP for -5 and 4. Good. Next is 7. For question 7, I want to teach you how to read the questions. Yeah. So factor A is already given. Factor B also given. K1 times K2 equals to 3 is not too important because we don't know the purpose of K and K1 and K2 in this question. Yeah. So we'll start from here. A minus B. The question wants you to find A minus B. Yeah, just find it first. A minus B equals to 3, 4, K1 minus B is 6, 1, K2 equals to -3, 3, K1 minus K2. Okay, so we already have A minus B. Next is to read this, the magnitude of A minus B. So because the question already told you that you have to find out the magnitude, yeah, just find it. A minus B equals to square root of x square, which is -3 square, plus y square, plus z square, like this. And then you input the magnitude. It's already given, which is square root of 34. And then for this one, you simplify it like this, 9, 9. For this one, I think we have to expand this by multiply it like this. Okay, so next thing is I can cross out the square roots, or maybe you want to square both sides. It's the same. So you have 34 on the left hand side. This one is 9 plus 9 is 18. So this one is K1 square minus K1 K2 minus K1 K2 plus K2 square. And then I will move the 18. I will have 16 equals to, for this one I will rewrite it like this, K2 square. And we already know that this one is 3, this one is 3, so -3, -3 is -6. And then I will move this also. I will have 22 equals to K1 square plus K2 square. So the answer is 22. Next is question 8. Given that the coordinates A, B, C, if the length of AB equals to the length of AC, then the value of M is, okay, so the question already said that AB, that means we have to find the factor of AB first. AB equals to OB minus OA equals to, OB is 246 minus OA is 750 equals to negative 5, negative 1, and 6. Next is this one, AC. AC equals to OC minus OA equals to 6M negative 6 minus OA is 750 equals to negative 1 M minus 5 and negative 6. This is AC. And then the question also wants you to find the magnitude of AB and the magnitude of AC. Let's find it. The magnitude of AB equals to square root of negative 5 square plus negative 1 square plus 6 square. While the magnitude of AC equals to square root of negative 1 square plus m minus 5 square plus negative 6 square. Okay, let's calculate this. So for this one, you have 25 plus 1 is 26 plus 36, 62. And then for this one, you have square root of, this one is 1, this one is m square minus 10m plus 25, you expand it, plus 36. So final answer is m square minus 10m, and then 61, 62 ya, plus 62. And then because the question says the magnitude of AB equals to the magnitude of AC, that means we have to equate them like this. M square minus 10m plus 62. And then the next thing is you have to cross out the square root like this because they are the same. And then I will move this 62, so it will become 0. 0 equals to m square minus 10m, and then you factorize the m, you'll have the value of m. This one is m equals to 0, this one is m equals to 10. So m equals to 0 or m equals to 10, 1 and 4. And then next is question 9. For question 9, you have to read this one first. The question wants you to find the length of OB. So let's find the length of OB. The length of OB equals to square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, which is square root of 14. Because we already have the length of OB equals to 14, that means the length of PA also equals to square root of 14. Next is to find the AB. You will know why later. I will show you why do we have to find the AB. So this one is 1, 2, 3 minus OA is 1, 1, 2 equals to 0, 1, 1. This is the AB. And the reason why do we need the AB is because of this. So this one is A, this one is B, and P lies on the extension of AB. So I will assume that P is right there. And we already know that the length of AP is square root of 14. This one is length of PA, yes, I know. But the length of AP and the length of PA is the same, right? So the length of AP is square root of 14, and then the length of AB, oh, we don't have the length of AB, yeah. So let's try to find it first. Equals to square root of 0 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. We also need this because from here we will have the ratio. Okay, and then we can write it like this: AP over AB. The ratio of AP and AB will be square root of 14 divided by square root of 2. That means AP equals to, when we simplify this, we will have square root of 7, and then I will cross multiply the AB. AB is 0, 1, 1. So final answer is 0, square root of 7, square root of 7, like that. Okay, So after we have AP, we only have to multiply OA times AP. The OA is 112, 112. The AP is 0, square root of 7, square root of 7. How do you multiply it? You multiply this equals to 0 plus, you multiply this equals to square root of 7 plus, and also you multiply this 2 square root of 7 equals to 3 square root of 7 for the final answer. Next is question 10. For question 10, the question wants you to find the value of m from the angle. So the angle of ABC will be like this. This is 60 degree. That means for the factors, we have to use BA and also BC. Because we don't have BA, let's find BA first. BA equals to OA minus OB equals to IJK. Remember? So the I is 1, the J is none, that means 0. The K is 1. Minus OB. OB is I is 0, J is 1, K is 1. Like that. Yeah, don't forget the 0. So you have 1, negative 1 and 0 for this one. And then next thing is BC. We have to find BC also. OC minus OB equals to OC is IJK. I is 0, J is M, K is 4. Minus OB. OB is IJK equals to 0, M minus 1, and 3. That's it. And then we have to use the angle. The formula of angle is BA dot BC equals to the length of BA times the length of BC times cos theta. Then BA is 1, negative 1, 0. BC is 0, M minus 1 and 3. Length of BA is square root of 1 square plus negative 1 square plus 0. Length of BC is 0 square plus M minus 1 square plus 3 square times cos 60 degree. Okay, let's multiply this. Multiply this, you have 0. And then you multiply this, you'll have negative m plus 1, and the last one is this one. You'll have 0 equals to, this one is square root of 2, this one is square root of m square minus 2m plus 1, and then plus this one, that one is 9, and then cos 60 is half. Okay, first I will remove this 0, so I will have that one only, and then I will move these two cross multiply, so I will have negative 2m plus 1, and then I will move this one also, that means over square root of 2 equals to square root of m square minus 2m plus 10. Okay, and then to remove the square, I only have to remove the square root, you have to square both sides like this, and then you multiply this. Yeah, to multiply it, you will have to write it twice like this, over square root of 2 square will be 2. This one is m square minus 2m plus 10. Okay, let's multiply it. 4m square minus 4m plus 1 equals to, you cross multiply this, 2m square minus 4m plus 20. Okay, and then let's simplify this. You move this, you have 2m square, and then the m will be gone, and then equals to 19. Wait, this is not good. Wait a minute. Oh no, my bad. I forgot to multiply this by 2. This one is 2. This one is 2. Sorry guys. This one is negative 4, negative 4, negative 8m. And then this one is plus 4. Okay, let's do this one more time. So this one will not gone. We have negative 4m, and then this one is negative 16 equals to 0. And then we can divide them all by 2. You have m squared minus 2m minus 8 equals to 0. And then for this one, you can factorize it to get the m. But if you cannot factorize it, square of the sum. So we have to find the sum, right? m1 plus m2 equals to negative b over a. You can use this formula also. This formula is the 10th grade materials when you learn quadratic function or quadratic equation. Yeah, over a is 1. So m1 plus m2 equals to 2. But the question also wants you to square it. So 2 square equals to 4. The answer is B. Next is 11. For 11, it's about angle. So let's use the formula of angle then. A dot B equals to the length of A times the length of B times cos theta. Okay, let's input all of them to negative 3, 5. Times it with B, negative 3, negative 5, 2 equals to square root of A is 2 square plus negative 3 square plus 5 square. Square root of negative 3 square plus negative 5 square plus 2 square times cos theta. This one is negative 6 plus 15 plus 10 equals to square root of 25 plus 9 plus 4. Yep, it's 1338. This one is the same, so this one also 38. This one is cos theta. Okay, next is to calculate. This one is negative 9, 19 equals to 38 cos theta. So cos theta equals to 19 divided by 38 equals to half. So theta equals to 60 degree. The value of tangent. Tangent theta equals to tangent 60. Tangent 60 is square root of 3. Nice. And then question 12. For question 12, we need to find the magnitude of P minus Q. But unfortunately, we don't have the factor of P and Q, so we cannot find the P minus Q first. Yeah. For this one, the question gives you the length of P and the length of Q and also the angle. So for this one, you have to use this formula. Length of P square plus, this one is square, length of Q square minus 2 times length of P times length of Q times cos the angle. The angle is 60. Okay, let's insert 10 square plus 6 square minus 2 times 10 times 6 times cos 60 is half. So 100 plus 36 minus 60 equals to 124. Don't forget to square root it. So the answer is 2 square root of 19. I don't think so. Wait. Oh, my bad. Should be, this is negative 24. I counted as plus 24 before. So 80, no, 76. 76 is 2 square root of 19. Yes. Next is this one, line G passes through AB. So let's find AB first. This one will be represent the line G later. Yeah, AB equals to OB minus OA equals to 4, 1, negative 1 minus OA is 2, 4, negative 2 equals to 2, negative 3, and 1. That one is AB or the line G. Next is the line H. We have PQ. So PQ equals to OQ minus OP equals to OQ is 8 to negative 1 minus OP. OP is 702 equals to 1 to negative 3. Okay, we have AB and PQ, the angle between line. So we need the formula. The formula is AB dot PQ equals to the length of AB times the length of PQ times the cos theta. Okay, AB is 2, -3, 1. PQ is 1, 2, -3. Length of AB will be 2 square plus -3 square plus 1 square. Square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus -3 square. This is cos theta. Okay, let's multiply this. 2, -6, -3. This times this. That one plus that one plus that one. Yeah, equals to, this one is 9, 13, 14. Square root of 14. Square root of 14 also. This one is cos theta. This one is -7 equals to 14 cos theta. That means cos theta equals to -7 divided by 14. It's half. So theta is 120 degree because of the negative. Negative means on the second quadrant for cos theta. Next is question 14. The question 14 wants you to find CT, but we don't have the T. Maybe we should find this one first. T is the midpoint. So T is the midpoint of AB. Let's use the formula of the midpoint. The formula for midpoint will be x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. So the point of T is the midpoint in between AB, yeah. So we will use A and B. So the x for the A is 2k, the x for the B is 4k over 2, comma, y1 for the A is k plus 1, the y2 for the B is k plus 5 divided by 2. Okay, let's simplify this. You have 3k right here, and then this one is 2k plus 6 divided by 2. You divide by 2, you have k plus 3, right? So this one is k plus 3. And then the question wants you to find CT after this. This one, the factor of CT. That means you have to find it first. CT equals to OT minus OC equals to OT is this one, 3k and k plus 3 minus OC. OC is 10 plus k. For OC, it only have I, so 0 for the j. Minus it, 3k minus k is 2k, and then the 10 is negative. This one is k plus 3 minus 0 equals to k plus 3. Next is to use this sentence or equations. The equation says the length of CT equals to the length of OT. So the length of CT will be 2k minus 10 square plus k plus 3 square equals to the length of OT is 3k square plus k plus 3 square. And then you can cross out the square root. And then I will expand this one. So I will have 4k square minus 20 is minus 40k, and then 10 times 10 is 100. For this one, we don't have to expand. I will show it to you later why we don't have to expand it. If you realize, we have k plus 3 square on both sides, and both of them is positive. That means we can cross it out because later you will minus it. K plus 3 square minus k plus 3 square will be 0. And then I will move this to the right hand side. We'll have 5k square, and then plus 40k, and then minus 100. And then you divide them all by 5. You get k square plus 8k minus 20. That means you can factorize this like this one is 10, this one is 2, plus minus k equals to negative 10, k equals to 2. That's it. The value of the positive k is 2, which is B. Next is question 15. Ship A move with a factor of negative 7i plus j minus 5k. The question wants you to find the difference of the distance traveled. Okay, let's find the distance traveled by the A first. Distance means length. Length means magnitude. Yeah, so the magnitude of A will be square root of negative 7 square plus 1 square plus negative 5 square equals to square root of 49 plus 1 plus 25 equals to square root of 75. Square root of 75 is 3 square root of 5 square root of 3 ya. No, 5 square root of 3. And then the next one is the distance traveled by the B. Distance traveled by B will be 2 square plus 2 square plus negative 2 square equals to square root of 4 plus 4 plus 4, square root of 12, which is 2 square root of 3. Okay, so the difference will be 5 square root of 3 minus 2 square root of 3 equals to 3 square root of 3. The answer is this one. So the correct answer is C, not A. C. Next is question 16. The keyword is collinear. For collinear, you will use this formula. AC equals to K times, you can compare AC with BC or AB, is up to you ya. We use AB. So AC is OC minus OA equals to K times OB minus OA. Okay, let's input all of them. OC is 9xy, OA is 6, negative 2, and negative 6 equals to K times OB. OB is 3, 4, 6 minus OA. OA is 6, negative 2, negative 6. Like this. Let's minus it. You have 3x plus 2, y plus 6 equals to K times, this one is negative 3, 6, and 12. Okay, using this one, you'll have the value of K, so 3 equals to K times negative 3. When you move this, you have negative 1 for the value of K. And then next is this one. Second one is x plus 2 equals to K times 6, and the K itself is negative 1. So x equals to negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. So this is the x. Next is the third. The third one will be this. This one. So y plus 6 equals to K times 12. The K is negative 1, so negative 1 times 12. Y equals to negative 12 minus 6 is negative 18. That is the x and y. The question wants you to find x minus y. X minus y equals to 8, negative 8 minus 18. So the final answer is 10. D. Next is 18. For 18, we will start from here. C equals 2. So C equals to P times A. The A is negative 1 to 2. Plus Q times B. B is 3, negative 5, 2. And then the C also given. Let's input it like this. The C is 0, 1, 8. Okay, let's simplify this. We will start from the top part. 0 equals to negative p plus 3q. That means p equals to 3q. And then we'll continue to the middle one. That so 1 equals to 2p minus 5q. 1 equals to 2 times p minus 5q. Because we already have the p before, which is 3q, we can insert it like this. 1 equals to 6q minus 5q. 1 equals to q. So q equals to 1. Next is to find the p. Oh, we only have to substitute it like this. Equals to 3. The question wants you to add them all together, which is 4. 3 plus 1, and then you square it. 4 square equals to 16. D. Next is 19. For question 19, we will start from here. OP equals to 2 times OA. OP equals to 2 times OA, which is 2, negative 2, and 4. Like this, you'll have the OP. 4, negative 4, and 8. Okay, this is the OP. And then we'll go here. OQ equals to negative 3 times OB. OB is negative 2, 4, negative 2. Equals to 6, negative 12, and 6. Okay, that one is OQ. Next is PQ. PQ equals to OQ minus OP. Equals to OQ is 6, 12, sorry, negative 12 and 6. Minus OP. OP is 4, negative 4, and 8. Equals to 2, negative 8, and negative 2. D. Next is question 20. Question 20, we have to start from this equation. So a times a minus b equals to 12. You have to multiply this one first. So a dot a minus a dot b equals to 12. Next is to use the formula. This one will be magnitude of a times magnitude of a times cos theta minus, for this one is magnitude of a times magnitude of b times cos x. Beta lah ya. Beta equals to 12. Okay, so this one is 4 already given in the questions. And then the cos will be cos 0 degree because it's a and also a, yeah. There are not forming any angles. That means the angle is 0. This one is 4, this one is 2, this one is cos beta. Our purpose is to find the value of the cos beta. Next is this one is 16 because cos 0 equals to 1. This one is 8 cos beta equals to 12. And then I will move the 16 to the other sides. I will have negative 4. That means cos beta equals to negative 4 divided by negative 8, which is half. Next is to answer the questions. The question wants you to find the magnitude of a plus b. For this one, we have to use the formula. Magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square. This one is plus 2 times magnitude of a times magnitude of b times cos the angle in between of a and b, which is beta. And then this one is 4 square plus 2 square plus 2 times the magnitude of a is 4. This one is 2. This one is half, the one that we already found before. So this one is 16 plus 4 plus this one is 8. That means 28. This one is square. Don't forget the square. Next is square root of. Move the square. We have square root of 28. So 2 square root of 7. B. Next is 21. For 21, we have to start from here. So the question wants you to find a plus b, right? Okay, let's find it directly like this. Negative 1, 1, 2 plus b. The b is x negative 2, 3. And then times it with b minus a. b minus a is x negative 2, 3 minus a. A is negative 1, 1, 2 equals to 11. Okay, let's add them. Negative 1 plus x. This one is negative 1. This one is 5. And then this one is x plus 1, negative 3, and 1 equals to 11. Okay, you multiply this. You'll have negative x, and then this one is negative 1, this one is plus x squared, and then that one is plus x, and then you multiply this one, you'll have plus 3, and then you multiply this one, you'll have plus 5 equals to 11. Next is x squared, this one is gone, so I will calculate this. This is 2, plus 5 is 7, and then I move the 7 to the right hand side. 11 minus 7 equals to 4. X equals to plus minus square root of 4. X equals to plus minus 2. So D. Next is 22. For 22, I will start from here. Because I have A dot B plus B dot C, that means I can factorize the common factors, which is b. So I will factorize the b. I will only have a plus c. And then we don't know the a, we don't know the b, we don't know the c, but we do know that a plus b plus c equals to 0. That means a plus b plus c equals to 0. We only need the a plus c. So a plus c equals to negative b. That means b dot negative b. I can rewrite it like this, and then I will input the b. Oh, wait, we don't have the b. Let's use the formula. The formula is the length of b times the length of b times cos theta. So equals to negative, length of b is 8, the length of b is 8, the cos theta is cos the angle in between b and another b. There is no angle, so 0 degree. That means we have negative 64 times the cos 0 is 1 equals to negative 64, which is A. Next is 23. For question 23, I will start from P dot P equals to 3. We have the formula of P dot P, right? P dot P is the magnitude of P times the magnitude of P times cos theta equals to 3. That means 3, the magnitude of P squared times the cos. This is P, and we have another P. There is no angles in between them, so it should be cos 0 degree. And cos 0 degree equals to 1. That means the magnitude of P squared equals to 3. The magnitude of P equals to square root of 3. You don't have to put plus minus because magnitude or length have to be positive. Yeah, so we will take the positive one instead of the negative. Next is the question wants you to find the P plus Q times P minus Q. You have to do it twice. P plus Q equals to the magnitude of P square plus the magnitude of Q square plus 2 times the magnitude of P times magnitude of Q times cos theta. Magnitude of P is square root of 3 square. Magnitude of Q is 4 square. 2 times square root of 3 times 4 times cos. The angle is 30 degree. So this one is 3, this one is 16, this one is 8 square root of 3, cos 30 is square root of 3 over 2. This one has square, guys. 19 plus 4 times 3 is 12. So the answer is 31, but this one still P plus Q square. That means the length of P plus Q equals to square root of 31. Next is to find the length of P minus Q. So actually the formula is the same, so I will take that one. So 3 plus 16, but the operation in the middle will be negative instead of positive. Yeah, so we only have to change the positive into negative. That means we have 19 minus 12 equals to 7, and then the magnitude of P minus Q equals to square root of 7. Next is to multiply, because the question wants you to multiply the oh, multiply it katanya ya. So you have square root of 270. Okay, next is question 24. We will start from BM equals to U. So I can label this one as U. And then CN. CN is V. So I can label this as V. V. Okay. And then BD equals to K times BN. Find the value of K. Okay, so our target is BD, right? That means I have to know what is M and what is N. N is the midpoint. Okay, so if N is the midpoint, I can tell that this one also V. And then M has the ratio of 1 to 3. That means if the 1 is U, the 3 will be 3U. Okay. And then we have MD also. We have MD and also DA. MD is 1, DA is 4. That means we have to find MA. Okay, let's find MA first. So MA equals to find MA, you have to move from M to A. So you go there. That one will be positive because the direction is to the right, and the direction of the vectors also to the right. And then this one will be positive because we are in the same direction of the vectors also, to V. Okay, so that's MA. After you get the MA, let's find the MD. Aduh, okay. Never mind. Let's find MD. To find MD, we have to use the 1. So MD equals to 1 out of, if the MD equals to 1, the MA will be 5. Because we have MA, we have to compare the MD with the MA, not with the AD 4. Yeah, we have to compare it with MA. So MA is 5. 5 times 3U plus 2V, because the MA is 3U plus 2V. That means you will have 3 over 5U plus 2 over 5V. Okay, that's MD. And then next is to find BD. BD. Okay, I already have MD. Let's input it like this. MD is 3 over 5U plus 2 over 5V. Okay, and then we have to find BD. BD means go here, which is U equals to U, and then go here, plus 3 over 5U plus 2 over 5V. So final answer is 8 over 5U plus 2 over 5V. Okay, that's BD. And then I want to find BN also, because the question wants you to compare BD with BN. Okay, let's find BN. BN equals to this, which is 4U, and then go there, plus V. So that one is BN. The question says BD equals to K times BN. Okay, let's insert. BD equals to 8 over 5u plus 2 over 5v equals to k times the bn is 4u plus v, and then we'll input the k. You'll have 4ku plus kv. Next is to compare this one. So I can tell that k equals to 2 over 5. And then compare this one. I can tell that 8 over 5 equals to 4k. So k also 2 over 5. So k equals to 2 over 5. Next is 25. I will start from here. OA is A. OA is A. So usually if it is that long, I put it right here. And then OB is B. OB is B. And then AD is 1 over 3 AB. So I have to find OE first. Let's do OE first. OE equals to 1 over 3 OA. So this one is 1 over 3A. That means this one will be the rest. A minus 1 over 3A is 2 over 3A. Like that. Okay. So the next is I want to find AB. AB will be like this. Go here. So AB equals to negative A because we are in the opposite direction of the A, and then you go there, which is plus B. Okay, that is AB. And then after that we can find AD using the sentence. The sentence says AD equals to 1 over 3 AB. Okay, let's input 1 over 3 times negative A plus B equals to negative 1 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. So this one is AD. Okay, we have AD right now. AD is negative 1 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. The question wants you to find OX equals to K times OD. BX equals to P times BE. What is this? Okay, we don't have anything else, only this one. Okay, let's start from OD. Okay, let's start from OD, yeah. OD equals to, let me erase this one first. Okay, OD, let's start to find OD. OD equals to this, which is A, and then plus this one, negative 1 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. Then simplify, you'll have 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. Okay, so we have OD. And then after that, we can find OX. OX equals to K times OD. OX equals to K times OD. So OX is K times 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3B equals to, let's insert 2 over 3KA plus 1 over 3KB. Okay, that one is OX. Next is BX equals to P times BE. Now I want to find BE because we need BE. BE is go here, minus B, and then go here, plus 1 over 3A. That one is BE. And then I will use the sentence. The sentence says bx equals to p times be. Okay, let's input. P times be is negative b plus 1 over 3a. And then for the bx, okay, let's do this first. Let's find the bx first slowly. Yeah, so we have negative. I will write it in order. So 1 over 3pa minus pb. Okay, we already have bx. We are not finished yet, guys, because we have to find the value of p and k. Okay, let's combine these two all together. To combine these two, you have to break down this into ox minus ob equals to 1 over 3pa minus pb. And then let's input the ox. Ox is 2 over 3ka plus 1 over 3kb minus the ob. ob is b. ob is b. So ob is b. Just like this. Equals to 1 over 3pa minus pb. Okay, and then we have to compare. Remember when I said that equal factors means the factors that have the same component. So the component have to be the same, yeah. So this one, the component of A have to be the same with this one, the component of another A. That means 2 over 3k equals to 1 over 3p. I don't think we can find something from here, but let's multiply it by 3, so 2k equals to p. Oh, we got the p in terms of k, of course. And then the next component will be the b, so this one equals to that one. Yeah, so we only take the coefficient, okay, not the b. 1 over 3k minus 1, because this is 1, equals to negative p. Next is because we already have the p, we can insert the p as 2k. Wait, let me show it to you. This one is 2k because we insert it like that, and then we can multiply them all by 3 to remove the denominator, equals to negative 6k. So when I move this, 7k equals to 3, k equals to 3 over 7. And then I will input it right there. P equals to 2 times 3 over 7 equals to 6 over 7. K 3 over 7, P 6 over 7. Nice. A. Next is question 26. For this one, we will start from GM. GM equals to 2U. So GM is this one, equals to 2U. Next is GN. GN is 2V. This one is 2V. And then GK is 5 over 2 LK. Okay. And then MN equals to K times LK. Okay, let's find the one that we can find first. The question didn't give. Oh, the question says M and N are the midpoint. So I can tell that this one also to you because M is the midpoint. And then let's find HN first. I want to find HN. So HN equals to, I will move like this. First is negative for u, and then the next one is this one, plus 2v. Okay, that's HN. Next is, oh, we already have it. Let's input it to the image like this. Because n is the midpoint, that means this one will be the same, negative 4u plus 2v. Okay, and then I think I can find GL. Let's find GL. GL will be like this. GL. Okay, let's move like this. First is a 2v, and then move there, minus 4u plus 2v. Okay, so final answer is 4v minus 4u. Okay, so GL is, no, wait, this one, 4v minus 4u. Next is to find LK using this ratio. So we do know that, wait, we already know that GK over LK equals to 5 to 2. That means the ratio of GK is 5, LK is 2, that means this one is 3. To find the LK, you have to use the ratio of 2 with the 3, because we already know the 3 is 4v minus 4u. Then you multiply it, you have 8 over 3v minus 8 over 3u, like that. That is LK. Next is MN. Oh, we have to find MN also. MN, I will go here and go there. Okay, MN is first is negative 2u, and then next is plus 2v. Next is to find the value of k. So the question says Mn equals to k times Lk. That means negative 2u plus 2v equals to k times 8 over 3. Sorry, I will write it in order like this. And then I will input the k. Negative 8 over 3ku plus 8 over 3kv. Next is to compare the component. So negative 2 equals to negative 8 over 3k. So k equals to negative 2 times negative 3 over 8. That means this one is 4. K equals to 3 over 4. If you compare this component, you'll get the k equals to 3 over 4 also. So k equals to 3 over 4. Next is 28. For question 28, I will start from this. PQ. PQ is A. So this one is A. And then PR. PR is this one. So this one is B. And then the question wants you to find DE. Okay. So the thing about titik berat or centroid is you have to know that the ratio of this will be 2 to 1, and this one also 2 to 1. To find the E, I think you should divide the A by 2. Oh yeah, and also about centroid, if you have this line, that means this line will divide the PQ into 2 equal parts. So I can tell that this one is half A, and this one also half A, like that. Okay, I think I can find the how to do this quickly, yeah. I think we can find the RQ first. Let's find RQ. So RQ equals to, go there and go there. You'll have negative B, and then go there means plus A. Okay, so we have RQ. RQ is this one. And then as I told you before, because we have centroid, that means the RQ is divided into 2 parts. The first part is this one. The factor is negative half B plus half a, and the second part is this one, negative half b plus half a, like that. Yeah, let me erase this one first, and then I can find PE. Find PE. PE is going here and going there. That means PE equals to, the first one is A, and then minus it with negative half B plus half A, because we are on the opposite direction. So A plus half B minus half A equals to half A plus half B. So that is PE. The question wants you to find DE. As you can see, DE is one part out of 3 of PE. So DE equals to one part out of, because we have PE, that means we have to compare it with PE, which is 3 times the PE, equals to 1 over 3 times half A plus half B. Then you multiply it, you have 1 over half, 1 over 6A plus 1 over 6B. There you go. Next is question 29. For question 29, we have this. We'll start from OP. OP is 12A. So this one is 12A. Then we have PR also. PR is 8A plus 14B. Okay. And then the question wants you to find the angle of ROP. ROP is this one. Okay, I need to find this. How do I find that one? Let's find OR first. OR. OR means like this. Sorry, like this. Yeah, so OR equals to, first is positive 12A, and then plus it with 8A plus 14B. So equals to 20A plus 14B. Okay guys, this sentence is very important, where A represent unit factors in the x-axis and B represent the unit factor in the y-axis. Yeah, do you still remember I and J? I is the unit factor in the direction of x-axis. J is the unit factor in the direction of y-axis. So I can rewrite this also as 20I plus 14J, like that. Yeah, and then for the OP, I can write it as 12I. And then the angle between OP and OR, use the formula OP dot OR equals to the length of OP times the length of OR times the cos theta. OP is 12, 0. OR is 2014 equals to square root of 12 square, just 12, times the OR is square root of 20 square plus 14 square cos theta. Okay, this one is 240 plus 0, 0 times 14. This one is 12. This one is 400 plus 196 cos theta. 240 equals to 12 times 596. Can we simplify this? Oh yeah, the question says we can. Wait, how much is that? 400 plus 196. No, we cannot. Wait, 14 square is 196. Oh, never mind. The question wants you to find the tangent, not the cos. Yeah. So this one is square root of 596. The number is too big, so let's use calculators. We have 2 square root of 149 cos theta. Next is this one is 24. 24, move it to the left hand side. You will have 240 divided by 24, which is 10. And then I move this also. Wait, slow down, slow down. It's too fast. Okay, like this first. So cos theta equals to 10 over square root of 149. The question wants you to find the tangent, right? That means we'll create a right triangle like this. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is square root of 149. And the adjacent will be 10. Let's find the opposite first. Hypotenuse adjacent. The opposite square equals to square root of 149 square minus 10 square. So opposite equals to square root of 149 minus 100 is 49. Opposite equals to 7. So this one is 7. That means tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent. 7 out of 10. Wow, that's a lot of words. Next is RQP. To find RQP, I need to use this sentence, which is OP equals to 3 over 8 OQ. OP over OQ equals to 3 out of 8. So the OQ is 8, the OP is 3. That means this one is 5. So I can tell that PQ equals to 5 out of 3 times OP. So PQ is 5 over 3 times 12A equals to 420A. So PQ is 20A. This one is 20A. Next is to find QR. QR equals to, I will go there and then go there. QR equals to negative 20A and then plus 8A plus 14B. The answer will be negative 12A plus 14B, which is, you can write it like this also. This is QR. Next is to find the angle of QR and QP. So the formula is QR dot QP equals to the length of QR times the length of QP times cos theta. QR is negative 12 and 14. QP is negative 20, 0, equals to square root of 12 square plus 14 square times square root of 20, just 20. This one is cos theta. Okay, next is this one, 240 equals to, this one is 2 square root of 85 times 20 cos theta. This one is 40, and then 6, 240 divided by 40 is 6. This is tiring, guys. Cos theta equals to 6 out of square root of 85. Question wants you to find the tangent theta, of course. There's a lot of things to do. Cos is adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse adjacent. Hypotenuse is square root of 85, adjacent equals to 6. So tangent theta equals to opposite. No, we have to find the opposite first. opposite square equals to square root of 85 square minus 6 square. So opposite square equals to 85 minus 26. I guess it's 49. I cannot think anymore. 49 equals to 7. Tangent theta equals to opposite is 7, hypotenuse is 6. Sorry, adjacent is 6. So 7 over 6 for that one. Okay, good. Question 30. Wait, I haven't copied the image. A minute. Okay, let's make it bigger. Ooh, that's so big. And then we start from OA. OA is for A. OA is for A. This one is for A. And then OC. OC is HC. This one is HC. OP to PC. OP to PC is 3 to 1. Okay. So I can break down the HC, I guess. So let's write it right here. That one is HC. And then OP is 3 times PC, like this. So to find OP, it's 3 parts out of 4 times 8C. So you have 6C. This one is 6C. 6C. Next is this one. If that one is 6C, that means this one will be the rest. 8C minus 6C, which is 2C. There you go. Okay. And then what next? Area of triangle. Wow, that's so sudden. Area of triangle. Length of A. What? The distance from point A to BQ is 8 units. A to BQ is 8 units. So this one is 8 units. And then what next? Find the length of A. Oh, actually we don't have to find the C then. Okay, let's use this theorem. So the question says this one is 3 to 1, right? This one is, wait, this one is 3 and this one is 1. Do you still remember the similarity chapters when you have these triangles? If this one is 3 to 1, that means this one also 3 to 1, this one also 3 to 1. Yeah, so the ratio of this and this one also 3 to 1. So this one is wait, ABQ is 64. Okay, so this one is 1 out of 3 times 4A, right? That means 4 out of 3A. 4 out of 3A. Okay, and then what next? This is a parallelogram. This is not parallelogram, obviously. Oh, ABC is parallelogram. Oh my god, read the questions carefully, guys. Or else you cannot solve this one. Okay, this one is parallelogram. That means this one also for A. But it's the same. It also means I can find QB. The factor of QB is 4 over 3A plus 4A equals to 4 over 3A plus this one become 3. The top part will be 12. So 16 over 3A. That is the length of the factor of QB. And the magnitude of QB will be 16 over 3 times the magnitude of A. Okay, next is to find the BQ using the triangle. It says the area of triangle ABQ is half times base times height. The area is 64. Half times base the base will be, now we are focusing on this one, ABQ, the triangle, yeah. So the base will be BQ and the height will be A. Okay, 64 equals to 4 times BQ. BQ is this one for the length. That means 16 over 3 times the magnitude of A. And then this one is 64. 64 cross out. Wait, I'm too fast, I guess. 64 equals to 64 over 3 times the magnitude of A. And then 64 times 3 over 64 equals to the magnitude of A. Cross out. So the magnitude of A equals to 3. There. Next is this one, perpendicular. Perpendicular means A dot, oh no, the question didn't tell you it's perpendicular, right? You have to choose one of them. I'm distracted with the red colors, so let's guess and check. Yeah, you have to check whether the vectors are perpendicular or parallel or collinear or what, something else. Yeah, so let's check the perpendicular first. For perpendicular, the A dot B have to be 0. So 6, 2, 3 times 1, 3, negative 4. It has to be equals to 0. 6 plus 6 minus 12 equals to 0. 0 equals to 0. So yes, it is. That means they are perpendicular. For parallel, it has to be A equals to K times B. A is 6 to 3 equals to K times the B is 1, 3, negative 4. From the top part, we will have 6 equals to K. From the second part, you will have 2 equals to K times 3. So K equals to 2 over 3. The K is not consistent already, so they are not parallel, yeah. So just perpendicular. Next is 32. For 32, the question wants you to find the projection of A to BC. That means we have to find B minus C first. B minus C is negative 1, 1, and 3 minus the C. C is 4, negative 1, and 4 equals to negative 5. This is 2. This is negative 1. So this is the BC. And then I have to find the projection of A to B minus C. The formula is A dot B minus C divided by the length of B minus C square times the factor of B minus C, like this. So let's input everything. A is 4, 3, negative 4. B minus C is negative 5 to negative 1. The length of B minus C will be square root of negative 5 square plus 2 square plus negative 1 square. For this one, you have to square it. And then B minus C is negative 5, 2, and negative 1 equals to. This one is negative 20. And then this one is plus 6. And the last one is plus 4. Over, you can cross out the square root with the square. So you only have 25 plus 4 plus 1. This one is negative 5, 2, and negative 1. Okay, let's calculate this. 6 plus 4 is 10, negative 10 at the top. This one is 30. So 1 over 3 times negative 5, 2, and negative 1. Okay, I think we have to input the negative because we don't have the answers. So 5, negative 2, and 1. But this still no, yeah. That means the answer is not correct. Next is question 33. We have to find the length of vector projection. That means using the formula of the length, we have to find the value of A. So the formula is length of the projection equals to u dot v out of u to v. That means the bottom part will be the magnitude of v. The length is 14, the u is 232, the v is 3a1. The magnitude will be square root of 3 square plus a square plus 1 square. So 14 times square root of 9 plus a square plus 1. I cross multiply this one, yeah, equals to, this one is 6, multiply this, and then multiply this, plus 3a, and then you multiply this, plus 2. Okay, next is 14 times square root of a square plus 10 equals to, this one is 8 plus 3a. Next, I will square both sides. So 196 times a square plus 10. The square root is removed, yeah, because you square it. This one is expansion. So 64 plus 3 times 8 is 24. 24 plus 24 is 48a plus 9a square. This one is 196a square plus 1960 equals to 9a square plus 48a plus 64. And then you move it to the left side. 187a square. Wow, this one will be hard, guys. Minus 48a minus 195. No, 1896 equals to 0. Wow. Let's see if they can be divided by something. 187, negative 48, and negative 1896. Yeah, we cannot. Maybe I did some mistakes. Oh, the length is square root of 14, yeah. My God, I forgot to write the square root. So this one is 14. This one is 14. That's more makes sense. This one is 140. Okay. So this one is 5a square minus 48a minus 204 equals to no, plus 76 equals to 0. And then you factorize. This one is 5a, this one is a. 76 is 1 times 76, 2 times 38. Nah, I think this one 38 and 2 minus minus. So a is 38 over 5. A is 2. The value of a is 2. So actually the value of a is both of them, but only 2 in the option, so you should pick 2. And the last one is this one. You have to find the u plus v first. That means u plus v equals to negative 1, 1, 2 plus 1, negative 1, 1 equals to 0, 0, 3. And then u minus v equals to negative 1, 1, 2 minus 1, negative 1, 1 equals to negative 2, 2, and 1. Okay, and then you have to find the length of projection. The formula is the vectors. Let's call the vectors as a and b divided by the length of b. So this is the length of projection. The length of projection equals to, the a is 0, 0, 3, the b is negative 2, 2, 1, and the length of b is square root of negative 2 square plus 2 square plus 1. When you multiply, you will have 0 plus 0 plus 3 divided by square root of 9. 3 divided by 3 equals to 1. Okay. that's it guys. That is the solution of your practice test. You should practice by yourself also. Don't watch the entire workings. Yeah, you have to try it by yourself. Okay, so you can do the test uh, well later. Okay guys, see you on my next video. Bye bye.